Good day, Philippines. Mike Padua here, and it's good to be back with our YouTube update. And this is the new special coverage on another system that could affect the Philippines, particularly Eastern Visayas, Bicol region, Southern Luzon, including Metro Manila and parts of Central Luzon this weekend, especially November 1st, All Saints Day. This is bad news, but we are here to give you the very latest. So this is now on Tropical Depression 22W, 3 ROLLY for this Wednesday, October 28, 2020. And by the way, the other storm, Typhoon Quinta or Molave, just beginning, to make landfall over central Vietnam as we speak, and winds of 165 kilometers per hour is currently being felt across the coastal areas of central Vietnam, particularly the city of Da Nang. So I hope everybody's safe down there. And let's begin now. And this is a serious threat. This new ROLLY, similar to the path of Quinta. And we have some bad news because it might be a little stronger than Quinta. So let's prepare for the worst of this weather system. It's quite a small one based on the model output, but we are going to expect this system to become larger because of the La Nina conditions over the Philippine Islands, particularly over the West Philippine and South China Seas, because during La Nina, the sea surface temperature and the warm moisture is really high, and the warm waters are deep enough to fuel these storms, similar to 1970 season, 1995, 1998, 1988, and other La Nina seasons in the past. So we expect this system to, let's hope it won't be a strong one. Let's hope and pray it will still record for the next 4 to 3 days, because this is very crucial on the system. So 3 ROLLY 22W, it might become Goni. That's the international name. It's a Korean name. You have to check first what's the meaning of Goni, but later on we'll give you the translation of that. But here comes the fast animation. So this is now Typhoon Quinta making landfall over central Vietnam, and here comes the small but terrible one. And it looks like it's rapidly intensifying right now. Might become a tropical storm later today. And we have another LPA here, 90W, which is expected to also intensify, and we are going to give you an early update on this system, because it scares me. It scares the hell out of me, because it's similar to somewhere between Rosing and Yolanda, based on the past experiences on powerful typhoons. And most of the reliable computer models, ECMWF, intensifies the system into a super typhoon next week. As the typhoon, this one, moving towards the Philippines, this one is already a tropical storm or even a typhoon, but we are going to observe that as well for next week. Let's hope we are still on air, because lots of power interruption, internet communication disruptions because of this Typhoon Quinta, which became larger when it reached the West Philippine and South China Sea, around 900 to 1,000 kilometers in cloud coverage. And here comes soon to be a tropical storm Goni, or ROLLY, and it's likely to track towards the west-southwest and make landfall over the Bicol Peninsula, because this system is expected to tug along the strong northeasterly or surge of northeasterly surface winds, which is expected to approach Luzon and the Bicol region and Eastern Visayas this weekend. So once the system and the northeast monsoon comes along, it might push the system towards the west-southwest. So that's a major problem. So let's take a look on that system in the coming days. We are going to observe that. And here's the global forecast models as of 8 p.m. last night. We have the latest one for this afternoon, but we are going to bring it for tomorrow. So most of the computer models suggest that the landfall is somewhere between Daet, Naga, or here in Sorsogon or Legazpi, and Catanduanes is also threatened by this passage of this weather system. So that will be within the next 4 days, or for 3.5 days right now, because this is around 8 p.m. last night. So it's already 3 days to go, with a strike probability of 40 to 50%. So there's still some changes in the forecast track. It depends on the surge of the northeast monsoon, which is expected to come along with the tropical system. Okay. Now, this is what I'm worried about, because the system right now is here. So for the next 3 days, it will pass again along warm oceanic heat content. So it might energize the system or boost the wind speed of the system, just like Typhoon Quinta from 75 to rapidly into 130 kph before hitting the Bicol region, because of this oceanic heat content, which is quite warm, brought about by this La Nina phenomenon. So that's the problem. So let's all be prepared, because if we look at the maximum intensity forecast from the HWRF, this is the advanced model for the hurricanes and typhoons from the GFS model, the WRF model. So you can see here that on this, the lead time 72 hours from now, since this is yesterday, so it might reach category 3, winds of 185 kph. So let's hope and pray it won't happen, because this is very much stronger than Quinta. Quinta is only around 130 kph. If you reach around category 3, 185, it might be disastrous to our region. So please take all necessary precautions, okay, because we will give you the latest on that system in the coming days. Now, move forward. Let's say that storm is now passing or just past Bicol region, moving over southern Tagalog provinces. Here comes another one. This is 90W, becoming a strong tropical storm, and it's much larger size, double of this system. This is only 500 kilometers in diameter, while this one is around 1,000 kilometers based on what we saw on various computer model output. Okay, so it might become a typhoon even as it enters the Philippine area of responsibility on Monday. There you go. That's a large system as ROLLY moves out of par. So we're using the ECMWF since they are perfect on the forecast of Quinta when it passed over Bicol region. They are the leader in typhoon model forecasting, especially in the track, and the wind is already picking up on their forecast, becoming a better forecasting model as well for the wind, instead of using also GFS. So as you can see here, it will enter par on late November 2 or early November 3 Tuesday, and it could become a super typhoon before hitting. This is bad news, because the track, that's a super typhoon, 932. In actual, that's only 920 or 915. That's already a super typhoon with winds of around 240 up to 270, somewhere on that level. So let's pray that it won't hit the Philippines. But look at that. On Friday, we'll forward it. Friday afternoon, evening, it will approach Santa Ana, Cagayan. So look at the diameter of the system reaching Bicol region with 55 kph strong winds, okay, tropical depression winds, 55. So the whole of Luzon will be affected by this system, so please take all necessary precaution as well for next week. But the probability of this system is just 0 to 10%, so there's still a chance that it will occur. It depends if the high pressure breaks up and a strong frontal system that could dig down and pull the system up and that will be a good news. But if we look at the American model, as the system is passing there on November 6th, the American model shows another system over passing just to the northwest of Guam. So this will be another area of interest beginning November 6 onwards. So we don't. So it's not just 2 but 3 tropical systems, tropical cyclones that could enter the Philippine area of responsibility. So we are having some parade of typhoons for the past 2 weeks now. It began with Ophel, then Quinta, ROLLY, and soon to be Siony. That will be, and this one might be Tonyo if it enters PAR. So please take all necessary precautions. We will keep you updated as long as we have internet or data connection to give you the very latest. So that's our 10-minute video. So pardon for my long video, but this is very important for us to be prepared when we have a powerful system. So we are be returning again tomorrow to give you the latest on the soon to be Typhoon ROLLY or Goni. That will be the international name. So from Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #WeatherWiser, Typhoon Wiser. Stay safe, guys, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel.